You've been paying into CPP your entire working life. Every single paycheck, that money came off the top. And now that retirement is either here or getting close, you're probably sitting there wondering, okay, how much am I actually going to get? Because the numbers the government throws around online, they're confusing, they're vague, and half the time they don't even reflect what real Canadians are actually receiving in their bank accounts every month. So today, on Credit Smart Canada, we're cutting through all of that. No fluff, no government jargon, just real CPP and OAS payment numbers for 2026, what the averages actually look like, and what could be costing you hundreds of dollars every single month that you don't even know about. Stay with me, because this one could genuinely change what retirement looks like for you. Let's start with CPP, the Canada Pension Plan. Now here's where most people get tripped up. The government advertises the maximum CPP payment, and for 2026, that maximum sits at around $1,364 per month. Sounds decent, right? The problem is, almost nobody gets the maximum. You'd have to have contributed the maximum amount to CPP for basically your entire working career, close to 39 years. And that's not the reality for most Canadians. Life gets in the way. People take time off. They raise kids. They work part-time. They change careers. So what does the average Canadian actually get? The real average CPP monthly payment in 2026 is sitting closer to $850 to $850 per month. That's it. For a lot of people who've worked hard their whole lives, that's the number hitting their account. Now listen. Every dollar matters in retirement, but let's be honest, $815 a month is not going to cover your rent in most Canadian cities, let alone groceries, prescriptions, and everything else that comes with getting older. And this is exactly why understanding OAS is so important, because for most Canadian seniors, OAS is the second pillar holding up their retirement income, old age security. For 2026, if you're between 65 and 74, the maximum OAS payment is approximately $727 per month. And if you're 75 or older, the government bumped that up by 10%, so you're looking at roughly $800 per month. Now, the good news here is that OAS isn't based on your work history the same way CPP is. As long as you've lived in Canada for at least 40 years after age 18, you're likely getting close to the full amount. If you've been here fewer years, your OAS gets prorated down accordingly. So if we add those two together, let's say an average CPP of $830 and a full OAS of $727, you're looking at about $1,162 per month for a single senior, before tax, and before any clawbacks, which we're going to get to in a second because that part makes a lot of people's blood pressure go up. Now, there's a third piece of this puzzle that a shocking number of Canadians are leaving on the table, and I mean literally leaving money behind, and that's the Guaranteed Income Supplement, the GIS. The GIS is designed specifically for low-income seniors, and for 2026, a single senior with little to no other income could receive up to roughly $1,057 per month on top of their OAS. Let that sink in. Over $1,000 extra every single month. But here's the catch. You have to apply for it. It is not automatic. And every year, Statistics Canada estimates that tens of thousands of eligible Canadian seniors are not receiving the GIS simply because nobody told them to apply or they assumed they wouldn't qualify. If your annual income outside of OAS is below roughly $22,000, you need to look into this right now. Go to Service Canada, check your eligibility, and if you qualify, apply immediately because you could be retroactively owed money. Now let's talk about the OAS clawback, because this is the one that catches higher income retirees completely off guard. The government calls it the OAS recovery tax, but most of us just call it the clawback. For 2026, if your net income crosses approximately $99,997, the government starts clawing back your OAS at a rate of 15 cents for every dollar above that threshold. By the time your income hits around $148,000, your OAS is completely gone. So if you have significant RRSP withdrawals, rental income, or investment income on top of your CPP and OAS, you want to be doing some careful planning around this, ideally with a financial planner who specializes in retirement income, because the strategies around income splitting, TFSA withdrawals, and the timing of RRSP conversions can make a serious difference in how much of that OAS you actually keep. Here's something else most people don't realize. You don't have to take CPP at 65. You can take it as early as 60, but your payment gets reduced by 0.6% for every month before your 65th birthday. That works out to a 36% permanent reduction if you take it at 60. On the flip side, every month you delay past 65 increases your CPP by 0.7% per month up to age 70. That's a 42% boost if you wait until 70. So for someone receiving $850 at 65, waiting until 70 could mean over $1,200 per month for the rest of their life. If you're healthy and have longevity in your family, that math often works out strongly in favor of waiting. Same goes for OAS. You can defer it up to age 70 and get a 7.2% increase for each year you delay past 65. That's a 36% higher OAS payment for life just by waiting 5 years. Now, one more thing I want to cover because this trips people up every single year: taxes. CPP and OAS are both taxable income. A lot of seniors are shocked come tax season when they realize they owe money because no tax was withheld from their government payments. You can request that Service Canada withhold income tax from your monthly payments, so you're not facing a big bill in April. It's a simple request and it can save you a serious headache. So here's the real picture of CPP and OAS in 2026. The average Canadian senior receiving both is looking at somewhere between $1,500 and $1,600 per month combined. If you qualify for GIS, that number can climb significantly higher. If you're strategic about when you take these benefits and how you manage your other income sources, you can meaningfully improve your monthly cash flow in retirement. And if you're not checking your My Service Canada account regularly, you need to start, because your CPP estimate, your OAS eligibility, and your GIS status are all right there waiting for you. This is exactly the kind of stuff we dig into every week here at Credit Smart Canada. Real numbers, real strategies, and real talk about money that actually affects your life. If this video helped you understand your retirement income even a little bit better, hit that like button and subscribe because we've got a lot more coming. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you planning to take CPP early at 65 or are you waiting it out? I read every single comment and I'd love to know where you're at. Thanks for watching Credit Smart Canada. Your financial future is worth understanding, and we're here to help you do exactly that.